Well, this will be a little bit different. I am probably only going to be showing you guys Boxycharm by Ipsy from now on, not the glam bags. I'll tell you about that here in a minute. So if you want to see what came in the January Boxycharm by Ipsy, keep on watching. Hello, my gorgeous ones. Welcome to Aleisha Budget Beauty. My name is Aleisha. Here on my channel, I love all things affordable fashion, beauty, and fragrance. I do hauls, tutorials, reviews, now only, I guess, Boxycharm by Ipsy, unboxings, all sorts of fun stuff. So if that sounds good to you, please subscribe, stick around, be a friend. So behind the scenes a little bit, Ipsy has announced to its creators program that they are changing some things. Some people I think were maybe dropped from the whole program. Some people like myself are only receiving the Boxycharm, no longer the glam bags, I believe. And then I'm not sure if anyone's still receiving all three, the Icon Box, Quarterly, the Glam Bag, and the Boxycharm. I'm really not sure. I've only heard of two variations, either people dropped completely or only receiving Boxycharm. Now, what does that mean for Ipsy as a whole? I'm really not sure, to be honest. They didn't let us too much in on why they're making that decision. I know there were a lot of people in the program. Maybe there were just too many. I don't know if glam bag will go away altogether. Honestly, I'm not here to spread rumors like that. I'm just letting you guys know that from here on out, unless I change some things, I think I'm only receiving Boxycharm. So if you've been depending on me to see what's in a glam bag or to get my reviews, I'm sorry, you won't be getting that from me anymore. But hey, at least I can show you what's in the Boxycharm. And this came early. This is one of the quickest I think I've received my Boxycharm, several days before the month. So let's go ahead and show you guys what I got in my January box. Now, the little pamphlet thing talks about a clean slate. Start the new year with a clean slate. Does it usually go by the theme? No, but they're just, I guess, talking about maybe like clean slate of like, let's revamp the skin. Let's kind of start over with some beauty products. So that is the theme. And I did try out everything that is in the box, so I will be able, well, one thing I didn't completely, but I'll show you here in a second. I'm gonna do some swatches for you guys as well. But let's go ahead and start with the skincare. Now, I only received 2 skincare items actually, which that makes this girl really happy. Now, this first one is the Aloe Wellness System. I believe that is the brand name. This is the Enzyme Facial Cleanser. It has pineapple enzymes, aloe, and avocado oil. It is, I believe, free of all the bad stuff, all the parabens and things like that. It is supposed to leave baby soft skin, glowy complexion, tightening the pores. It's supposed to do a lot of things. So here is the bottle. I did use this today. It's hard to say, you know, I've only used it once. It didn't feel stripping. It felt pretty nice. It lathers a little bit, not a ton. I do like this clear bottle. So time will tell on this, but it does have quite a few claims on here. I do like the ingredients, so we shall see. Now, the next item I received is a serum, and I actually did like this a lot for a one-time use. It's by Noto. I never heard of this brand before. This is a deep serum for face and the neck, and I really like this. I love a good face oil, and again, I've only used it once, so I can't tell you guys if it's gonna be a miracle worker or not, but it just felt really hydrating. I felt like my skin was really drinking this in, and when I looked it up online, that is one of the claims. It has grapeseed oil in it, and it was talking about your skin just drinking in from natural things from the earth in this serum, and I felt my skin doing that. So this is fairly promising. Again, I need to test it out longer when it comes to skincare, but at least the 2 skincare items that came in here were ones that I am happy with for now. Okay, next up I got 2 brushes, and I didn't use these specifically, but I have used these before. This is the brand Lithe, L-I-T-H-E, and I really like their brushes. So I have received these before, and eye brushes, they are so silky soft. I didn't want to mess them up while I already have some others that I'm using, but I do really enjoy their brushes. This one is a bronzer brush. you could use this, I think, for, well, it's kind of contoured, so I guess it is primarily for bronzer, but you could probably use this for blush or even setting your powder as well. And then this one is a tapered powder brush. Very nice quality. I really like these matte black handles as well, nice and sleek. So if I'm gonna get face brushes, I'm really happy with this quality. The next item I received is the blush. So this is one I used the highlighter in here. I did not use the blush yet. I had to test out a different blush on my face. It's a new one from Smashbox they sent over. And so I was like, oh man, I really wanted to use this. But by the way, I do like this new blush from Smashbox. But this one is a nice little trio. This is the Blossom Blush, the Midi palette. This highlighter is gorgeous. I have it on the nose. Look, I mean, it perfectly kind of helps with the contouring of my nose. I have it on my forehead, so this glow here is from the highlighter. I don't have it on my cheeks because I was testing out the blush, but I've used their highlighters before. I really like Ofra's blushes and highlighters. I think they're my favorite products of theirs, actually. I'm not huge on their eyeshadows. Yeah, you can see that's a really pretty glow. I love that pink. So let me just swatch it for you guys. So the blushes are meant to be worn either by themselves or to do a little ombre effect. Honestly, this shade here doesn't pick up a whole lot with my finger, at least. Maybe it would more so with a brush, but this one's a little bit more pigmented, so I suppose you could use this one for a really light, kind of more natural blush and then deepen it up with the other shade. But the winner in here is going to be the highlighter for me. And then my last product in here is an eyeshadow palette. It's from Wonder Beauty. It is their In Neutral palette. And I have mixed feelings on this. So if you guys have been watching me and watching my reviews of Boxycharm and Ipsy over the years, you know I get really sick of boring neutral palettes in here. Although I know that is what the majority of the population uses. I get that. But I mean, if you get one every single time, how many of the same type of palettes do you really need? So I always want them to put something just a little different in here. I did think that this looked really pretty, and so I did want to test it out today. I decluttered one of their palettes. I kept one, the green one I kept. I think I decluttered their purple one. This one is a little deceiving, I will say, because I think the shimmers in here, when you're looking at them in person, look more special than they kind of are. Although inner corner right here tells no lies. This is blinging. I think it's really, really pretty. That is the shade Blossom. But when you're looking at it in person, these have really beautiful sparkles in it that I thought they were going to be more sparkly on the eye. So I do have it on the eyelid as well. I think it's really pretty. It just turns out more like a traditional shimmer that has quite a bit of shine to it, but not sparkle to it. So it's a fairly pigmented shimmer, shows up, just doesn't sparkle like I thought. It looked like there were like pink sparkles in there, maybe like some purple sparkles. That doesn't translate to the eyes, unfortunately. So that kind of disappointed me. I think the mattes in here are really good. I used Slip, Petal, Latte. Yes, those three. And they blend really easily. I think it makes a nice, pretty kind of blushy, neutral, smoky eye. But then you also have the smoke in here, which I do appreciate being an actual more smoky shade. And that's the one thing that kind of makes this palette, well, I guess two things that makes this palette a tad more interesting than normal neutrals is that you do have some sort of blush leaning neutrals, some kind of warmish leaning neutrals in here, and then you do have the smoke that's a little bit more gray. So you could get some variation as far as the mattes, but the shimmers are pretty, I don't know, they're pretty one note. They don't look a ton different from each other. They're just kind of different tones of neutrals, but they are really smooth. Like I said, they are really pigmented. Here they are. It kind of reminds me of, I don't know, maybe like a Makeup by Mario type of palette, a Patrick Ta type of palette. And I have no interest in any Patrick Ta products, and that decluttered my Major Dimension palette. So I feel like this kind of takes the place of that for me. I probably will keep it for that reason. This is a good kind of everyday palette. So is it that exciting? No, but I do think it is generally a pretty decent palette. But that is it, you guys. That's everything in my Boxycharm for the month of January. I'm sorry I don't have the glam bag. None of us creators, just, you know, to let you guys in behind the scenes, none of us are too sure what's going on. We don't know why some were dropped. We don't know why some stayed on, why we're not getting glam bags. It'll be really interesting to see what comes up in 2025 for Ipsy. I hope that they make some big changes. Stay tuned to my channel to find out any more details. I thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas. And as always, have fun shopping, budget shopping. Bye.